Is it just me, or do the plants perk up when Professor Garlick's nearby?
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The herbology professor at Hogwarts could charm the scales off a dragon. I wonder what her favourite flower is.
Likely the school's herbology professor assigned some homework and their library wouldn't have enough copies.
I wish teachers wouldn't ask us questions in class. I'm always tongue-tied, unless it's Professor Garlick, or I suppose Weasley, or an eye. Thinking about it, it's really just sharp.
Garlick asked me to explain to the class the main use of plants. I said picking them. What?
I shall never forgive Garlick for that. Fancy having one of those things around children. At first, I thought Professor Garlick might be too young to be a professor, but she's more than capable. Knows her gillyweed from her gurdy-root, that one.
I wish Professor Garlick would teach us more about flesh-eating trees. There seems so little about them. Perhaps one day someone will write a book on them. The gardens at Hogwarts are impressive. Do you think Garlick maintains them? With the help of house elves, obviously.
I bet Garlick had a say in it. Why else would it be the only common room with plants? She's obviously showing favouritism.
Well, I don't find herbology the least bit amusing. I've been smacked in the face twice now by a bouncing bulb, and Garlick didn't do a thing. Don't laugh.
I never thought I'd actually enjoy herbology, but Professor Garlick makes it so interesting. She's forgotten more than I'll ever know about mandrakes.
There's only one common room that everyone wishes they could get in, and that's Hufflepuff. Been that way for 1,000 years, or so Garlick says. If those bouncing bulbs get big, they can be quite strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one that's too mature, or you'll be having to cast the fire-making spell, and I'm sure that won't go over well if Garlick tells Black. If I had to pick a favourite professor, I'd choose Garlick. Underneath that chipper persona lies a brilliant herbological mind. How can one not fancy Professor Garlick? She's brilliant with plants and her energy is captivating.
Perhaps you can meet me after herbology and show me how I'm supposed to do that thing with the soil? I'm sure Garlick wouldn't mind us going to one of the greenhouses to practice. I was only looking up a reference for garlic and I found a fascinating book on self-fertilising shrubs.
Professor Garlick would not approve of this.
I wouldn't bother yourself about that. If I were you, I'd be more inclined to acquire myself some Bubba pus. I'm sure Garlick could point you in the right direction. Soon get that complexion and better fettle. I can't wait until I'm a 6th year. Then I won't have to waste my time with herbology anymore. I'll miss Professor Garlick, mind. If only Black had the power to choose the other professors too. Then we could get rid of muggle-borns like Garlick.
Professor Garlick.
I shall be telling Garlick about this.
Last time I saw your dragon hide gloves was at the vegetable patch in the greenhouse. Perhaps Garlick picked them up. I think Garlick puts that venomous tentacular near us deliberately. She does. You see next time. Thought I'd impress Garlick by showing her my Mimblelus Mimbletonia. Squirted stink sap all over myself.
Everyone knows you're Garlick's favourite. Yes, and I believe Garlick wasn't fully impressed that all your knowledge was potty. Yes, I do recall now. And Professor Garlick knocked it over and we ran out.
I'll have you know I do very well in herbology. Some even think I'm Garlick's favourite. That was an accident, and I blame Professor Garlick for not reminding me that the watering can was full. Still, at least we have Garlick. She's lovely. A Professor Black antidote.
Well, Garlick was stood right in front of me, and I was paying attention to her. I'm not sweet on Garlick. I like her style. That's all. She has an elegance about her. Anyway, I wasn't screaming. Yes, but I wasn't to know that, was I? And there I was, cursing, straight at Garlick's face.
I'm sure Garlick would have a suggestion for you. At least it's just hawk lumps. Exactly. I like most of the professors. Especially Garlick. I try to be the most considerate towards her. I was a bit surprised. Answering Garlick, that could be one thing, but Howin, you're lucky you made it out alive.
If I grow up to be a professor, I think I'd like to be like Garlick. Well, I shan't dwell on such things. Not when there's my beloved Professor Garlick to think about.
I've heard mandrakes quieter than you. It's a wonder Garlick didn't stick you in a pot. We'll have to let Garlick know how sensitive you are. Mind you don't encounter any stink sap.
Everyone knows you're sweet on Garlick.
I didn't mean to get your hopes up. I picked it in the greenhouse. Garlick said I could.
I told them that one of the mandrakes in Garlick's class is especially deadly. Said I'd tell them which one.
It's true. It's a wonder Garlick can even tell your homeworks for her class.
Besides, don't you think it's uncomfortable when she mentions her mother? The other day, she's explaining how valuable Dissony is in magical drafts. Next thing you know, she's going on about her mother in Gloucester. I don't think Black'd like it. The thing is, Why does she have to bring it up, I say? We're here to learn about herbology, not hear details of her filthy heritage.
Wouldn't want to disappoint Garlick now, would we?